What up, y'all? CK Tech here, man. Now, you guys are probably coming from my previous video where I did an unboxing of the new Pixel 5 5G, which is, again, my very first 5G device that I've ever actually owned as well as had here on the channel. So you guys got a special treat in that video. But in this video here, at the end of this video, make sure you guys are watching. If you haven't watched my previous video, I'm going to be letting you guys know how you guys can win a pair of the new Pixel Buds that I featured here on the channel already, brand new in packaging. So definitely make sure you guys stay to the end of this video to know how you guys can win that. But so now that I pretty much got everything set up here, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and run out. Got some things that I need to do. Y'all gonna come along with me, as well as I'm just gonna be going through just some basic features that I would basically use this phone for, taking photos, different things like that. So y'all gonna be coming along with me, and we're gonna see how this phone performs. Let's go. All right, what up, y'all? So right now, man, I'm actually getting ready to head to go check my P.O. box. I'm actually expecting a package that's supposed to be there, but that shall remain nameless until that is able to be revealed. But I got the Pixel 5 right here, got it charging up, as you guys can see right here. But yeah, after I end up leaving the P.O. box, I think I'm gonna go head out to the park, probably take a couple photos with it, do some video tests, that type of stuff like that, sound test, stabilization test, all of that for y'all, just to kind of get some stuff that I can analyze once I get back to the office. Hopefully we got something good. Hopefully the package here, because I don't feel like having to go back. Nope. Another failed day. So next stop on our tour, Pixel 5. We're getting ready to go take some photos with it, check it out, and see how the camera actually is going to be. Look at that, man. As soon as you get outside, cameras start acting crazy. But now we back. Make sure you wear your mask. Pixel 5 on the way. We're getting ready to show this bad boy off. I think the video, though, that's the one I really want to test out, is the video quality with the Pixel 5, because that is pretty much something that's been like, I call it like the culprit. That's been the one that's really been it's been the one that they've been needing to work on and have actually improved. But hopefully they've improved it with this one. So we're gonna see, and I'll see y'all when we get to the park. Let's go. All right, y'all. So I just made it out here to the park, man. I'm getting ready to take these photos here real quick for this phone here, but it amazes me how there's so many people, man, who just won't wear a mask. I don't get it. Y'all don't see it just yet, but there's a dope spot right up here in between these trees that just looks super dope. I think it'll be a cool shot to take a photo with this phone. Let's go. One of the biggest things that I like with this phone is the simple fact of, I like how they actually fix the screen brightness of this phone. I can now be out in normal sunlight or whatever, bright sunlight, and I can easily be able to see my phone. I can watch my Netflix movies or whatever I want to actually do on this phone. I can actually now do, and not have to actually worry about, you know, anything in regards to not being able to see my screen. That was one of the biggest issues that I actually had with the Pixel 4, Pixel 3, and so forth, is simply because of the screen brightness. Also, when it comes to camera, I think camera quality with this phone, when it comes to photos, is still top notch. Video, video quality. Now, video quality on here, I'm not gonna say it's the best But I will say I can notice that I've noticed that they've made some improvements when it comes to the camera, when it comes to the video camera on this phone. One of the improvements that they made for sure is stabilization. Stabilization on this Pixel 5 is unreal. It's literally up to par with a lot of the other ones that's out there, which is something that I can appreciate. And a lot of that may come in Android 11, but I can definitely appreciate it testing it out on the Pixel 5 for sure, as you guys have seen in the videos or the clips that I have here on the screen. So video quality to me is not all the way there, but I'm happy with the improvements that they made, if that makes sense. I think anytime if you're posting a video or if you're making anything for TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, anything like that, Twitter, I think you're gonna be okay with the video quality that's gonna come out of this. And I like the fact that they got the different modes that you can switch to if you're just doing, like if you want a steady cam for just walking, or if you want a steady cam if you want it in like a tripod style mode, or if you want a steady cam if you're doing like really high action type things, like if you're skiing or if you're snowboarding or if you riding a bike or anything like that. It has separate modes that's gonna be broken down in regards to the video quality, which is kind of cool because that's almost the same things that you get in mirrorless and DSLR type cameras as well. So the fact that they're putting that type of technology into these phones just really kind of seals the deal for me. Now, the backing of this phone, this is one thing that I gotta say, I gotta give a huge shout out to Google with their phones, is all of their phones always feels great. This one here, it legit feels like there's a skin on it, but it's not. It's literally just the material of the back of the phone in itself. I like this for a couple different reasons. One reason why I like it is simply because, one, you're never gonna have to worry about any type of fingerprints or anything like that. You're not gonna have to worry about scratches or nothing, because none of that's gonna show up on the back of this material, because again, it feels like a skin. And this is one of the things that I gotta just say overall, man, I always gotta give a shout out to them on that, because they always come with some really neat textures on the back of their phones. And so to me, that's a bonus when it comes to that. Now, the other thing that I like about this phone is camera bump. Camera bump's never really been that big of a thing for me, but if you look at something like the iPhone, right? iPhone always typically has a kind of crazy of a camera bump, especially in the latest iPhone. Not talking about the iPhone 12 because we haven't seen that yet, but speculations is they're pretty much probably not going to change that much. But one thing I can appreciate with the Pixel 5 is that the Pixel 5 camera bump is almost non-existent. It's so flush to the actual phone in itself that you almost don't even notice that it's really there. You can sit it down, not really that much of a wobble on it, if not at all. And that's one thing that I can appreciate with this phone. Again, camera bump's not that big of a deal for me, but I know to some it is that big of a deal. Other thing I want to talk about this phone is 5G. Now, to me, 5G is not that big of a deal for me, simply because I don't live in an area where 5G is that prevalent. So it's not going to make that big of a difference for me when it comes to that. The other thing I want to talk about real quick briefly on is the brightness of the screen. Finally, I feel like Google has made the strides that I wanted to see when it comes to the brightness of their phones, because I felt like that was one area that they lacked in, was the brightness of their screens, the nits that's within their screen. And that was one of the things that I felt like that they lacked in, but I feel like they have definitely improved it when it comes to the Pixel 5 5G version. So overall, man, I gotta say I'm impressed with the Pixel 5 overall. I think just off of my initial impressions of it, if you're looking for a Pixel device, I think this is the one that I would personally go with, not throwing any shade or anything at the 4A or the 4XL, anything like that, because I still like those devices, but I feel like they answered a lot of the consumer questions and different things that we wanted in this phone, including the ultra wide lens that you guys have seen some of those photos. I feel like they answered a lot of those questions with the Pixel 5. And but overall, man, if you guys got any questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more, because I'm going to have different camera comparisons and different things like that up here on the channel. I'm going to do an in-depth one that's going to be coming up here pretty soon with the 4A, as well as iPhone and any other phones that I got that I'm going to be reviewing with. You guys are going to see it right here on the channel. But if you guys got any questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching. See y'all in the next one. Peace. Time to get my mask back on. Get the heck out of here.